Welcome back to the RMS Racing channel. Here we have a mock-up of the manifold on the top of the cylinder heads, which are on top of the block. Had to do this just to make sure that with all the kissing of the mating surfaces between the cylinder heads and the block, we didn't have a different deck height per se when it comes to how the manifold mounts. So if that would have been a problem, then these holes here, these bolts would not have gone in through the manifold into the cylinder head. We would have had to machine this surface on the manifold down a little bit to allow the whole manifold to drop down a little bit. That would help bring the alignment of the holes back, but don't have to worry about that because it's not a problem. Everything fits. I got the bolts in here, all four corners, and they went in real easy. So looks good, and we have a good fitment. So at this point I can disassemble. And what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for Diamond to help us out with getting the right oil rings for the pistons. The ones that showed up were for a 3/16 oil groove. We have a 3mm oil groove, so it's not going to fit. You know, about 30 thou or so from fitting, so it's not even close. So waiting to hear back from them. Supposedly got some rings on the way here pretty soon. And as soon as we get those, then I'll be able to continue on with installing the pistons and rods. I can also give more detail on how the pistons and rods will be assembled, as I have a special tool. Some guys will say I'm going soft here, but I have a special spiral lock tool coming. It should be here later this coming week. So I'll be able to show you guys how that works. It makes it a lot easier. You don't have to stress the spiral locks when you're putting the locks into the piston to lock the wrist pin in place, so that's not floating around and bouncing off the backside of the piston rings. So wish I could get some more progress done on this, but you know, this right here is a massive tease to me because this makes it look like it's almost ready to fire, and there's no pistons in it. You know, there's no oil pan on the bottom there. You can see all the bottom and stuff. I have to repair the oil pan a little bit. So there's a lot of work to be done, but at least this much is checking out and just not trying to get ahead of myself. So once I get more information to update you on, I will do so. Until then, stay tuned.